So I grabbed these Nike ACG Mocs. They've been discounted quite heavily at the moment because of the fact that I don't think anyone wants to buy them really. What I like about these kind of trainers is they seem to sort of fold down quite sort of flat very quickly, so you can kind of pack them in and make them quite sort of compact. Also, because of the outsole, it'll protect you pretty well from the elements. It's not going to be perfect, it's not going to be waterproof, but at the same time it's enough. As you can see, sort of see the insole as well, it's kind of got a plasticky sort of foam vibe to it, so it's good for sort of some sort of waterproofing, I guess, if water does get through. So it's an acquired taste, I know that. It's also kind of like a blue, minty blue colour, but for £30 you can't really go wrong. I wouldn't pay £80-90 for them, but if you can get them on sale, just to kind of sort of slip into as a second pair when the weather's bad, then it's all good.
So here are the details for the ACG Moc Ocean Bliss. It comes in an Ocean Bliss black colourway, and it has an EVA sole, and it's mainly made up of all synthetic materials as far as I can see, and the price was £80. And in terms of comfort, I think these have a firm sole. It's a very flat sole itself, so don't expect any kind of support in that sense. And basically these are sort of just meant to be worn as kind of a flat shoe really, so you wear them as a sort of neutral shoe to basically have, I suppose, more for sort of recovery or just for sort of recreational sort of lifestyle purposes really. And it is sort of comfortable because it feels more like you're walking around in barefoot, because there's no support and you're very sort of low to the ground, so there isn't much between you and the ground. I don't personally mind that. It kind of feels like you're wearing flip-flops, and for that reason there's no sort of wearing time really. The only issue that you will have is probably, depending on your size of your foot, just getting your foot into the Moc itself, but there's enough sort of give in the tie, lace tie, that you can get your foot in there okay. And these I think are true to size, so they have a little bit of room, extra room, so you should be good to go on that one. And they also come quite wide. And I'd say like the grip is sort of on the average, like you can probably see from the sole itself, it's kind of made up of this triangle kind of pattern. And from what I've worn and walked around in, it kind of feels not the most grippiest of soles, which isn't kind of really what ACG is sort of known for, I guess. So just be wary of that. But if you're just walking around in them casually, they should be fine. But just bear in mind, I don't feel confident in the sort of wet weather. In terms of the look and style, so I think this is a classic design. It's basically a Moc that's came out quite a while ago, so it's very sort of simple as well in terms of how it looks and what it does. It's just a very sort of functional shoe. And it has a simple colour palette, so it's just the all kind of Ocean Bliss blue colour, light blue colour that is there, and then the kind of black outsole, so it's not too much going on. And basically I'd sort of wear these sort of spring, autumn, winter. It's probably a good sort of thing to have for sort of if you're like driving, for example, and just want to keep your feet warm and don't want to sort of crease up your trainers, that sort of thing, or like walking around in them casually to go to the shops, etc. But I wouldn't sort of wear them kind of basically all day every day. I'm just not sure how they would be, like I said earlier, just in the wet. And then these, because they're just sort of ACGs, you can dress them up sort of casual, sort of smart casual as well, because primarily they're basically kind of like shoes, really, slip-on shoes. In terms of the pros, I think they have like a minimalist design, and I also like the kind of simple colour blocking that's being used, and it's comfortable in the sense that there's no support there, there's no cushioning, but at the same time it just feels like you're walking around on barefoot, which is a nice feeling, especially if you're sort of recovering from like a workout or something. And just warmth. So I don't know if this is sort of meant to be a sort of winter sort of trainer shoe, but it does have sort of the upper lining that kind of keeps you a bit more warm. and the insole as well is sort of made of sort of plastic material, so sort of quite sort of waterproof in that sense. The cons are the costs. I think £80 is quite a lot for a Moc, and these ones I got on sale, so I was kind of happy paying what I paid, but I don't know if I'd sort of consider twice about paying £80. And it has a flat sole, so what you want from your comfortable needs. And with this particular colour, it's sort of difficult to match. That's my only other issue with it. So I like the blue, but every time I kind of put them on, I'm just kind of a bit like, what do I wear them with? And then you end up with sort of black bottoms or jeans or something. And in terms of ratings, I give the look and style a 3. It's just a kind of neutral looking shoe. It's not doing anything too special, so it's almost kind of like that sock-like silhouette. And in terms of comfort, I'll give it a 4. The reason being is I know it's flat, I know there's no tech in there, but it just feels like you're sort of walking around barefoot, and that's not a bad thing if you're sort of out and about. And the quality, I give it a 3. It's just very sort of standard sort of synthetic materials really, and the outsole plastic isn't that great. It's not that rigid either. And the pricing, like I said earlier, I think it's just priced too high for a Moc. I think they should be cheaper, maybe around sort of the £50-60 mark. And overall, I give it a 3 out of 5. I think it's just a standard sort of shoe / trainer that you can sort of wear and basically use sort of every day for going to the shops, etc.